Hey guys, in this video we're going to sit down with our transaction coordinator. Her name is Kazzie, and she's the owner of Level Up TC. And she's really going to break down the escrow process. So we're going to define what escrow is and all the steps that need to happen in place in order for you to close. So I'm really excited to bring her on. Let's dive in. Hey guys, this is Marina Tolentino. I'm a real estate agent and multi-passionate entrepreneur based in Oahu, Hawaii. My channel is all about helping first-time home buyers and everything real estate and life in Hawaii. So I hope you tune in and make sure you watch till the end. I have a special bonus for you. And I truly believe anyone can buy a home, they just need a plan. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you don't miss a thing, and make sure you hit the like button if you learned something new. So let's review where we are in this home buying process. So step 1 was to do your research. Step 2 is determining your needs versus your wants. Step 3 was how to get pre-approved in the loan process. Step 4 was to go on showings. Step 5 was submitting offers. And then the last step we're at is how to navigate escrow. So let's dive in. So before we really dive into the steps of escrow, I really want to define what it is. Escrow sounds like this big industry jargon word, but really it's just a simple term for the legal arrangement for a third party to hold any earnest funds until a condition is met. So something like your purchase contract. So really just think of it as a third party that's holding your funds until your contract is met, and then once closing happens, they release those funds again. So now that we've kind of defined what escrow is, let's hop into the interview with Kazzie and ask her all the questions.
Thank you, Kazzie, for joining me today. I'm so excited to have you. And we just want to kind of go over who you are, what you do, and what is Level Up TC.
Okay, cool. Well, my name is Cassandra. I go by Kazzie. I'm a transaction coordinator, actually just recently branched off on my own, and I have an awesome team working with me as well. It's myself, Samantha, Danielle, and Abigail. And just a little bit about my background and what got me into transaction coordination. So I used to work for an insurance company. I was actually with State Farm for a few years, and so I was very comfortable and working with clients face to face, them sitting at my desk, getting that relationship and making sure that things are done in a timely fashion. And my husband actually had gotten into the industry, and he actually thought I would be a good fit for a transaction coordination position of a person that he knew that was TCing. So that's how I kind of got into the real estate industry. Super cool. I love it. I love implementing systems and being extremely organized and just being my agent's right-hand man. So anything that they need, I love that when they call me, they need anything, they have questions about their transaction or their escrow, we have a solid system in place to where everything is smooth and we know exactly what's going on. We also are people things that can occur throughout the escrow transaction. And so we're just problem solvers. So we're always there to assist our clients, anything that they need, whether it's like a very short window to coordinate a home inspection or a termite inspection. We utilize all of our resources to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially you guys are like the concierge of real estate transactions, and you're just an accountability partner for us. So you're making sure we're on top of our stuff and it's getting done. So much peace of mind. So good.
Definitely.
Okay, so kind of talk about escrow. What exactly is it? Like, how would you sum it up?
So escrow, I would say it's when buyer and seller go into escrow, so they get an accepted offer on a home, or they're even listing their home. And basically it's the steps that they need to take in order to reach the finish line to close the deal. I deal with representing both buyers and sellers, and I personally also have sold a couple of properties myself with my husband, which has been really cool to kind of dive in and see the perspective of being a buyer, being a seller, and really understanding and knowing what goes into the transaction as far as being on that side of the fence. So I feel like it's really cool because we're there to make sure that whoever we're representing at that time, whether it's the buyer or the seller, making sure that everything is smooth and seamless and we reach the end goal. And it's a really good feeling because we get good feedback from our clients that we work with. And it's just awesome to know that we were there to help them from beginning to end to ensure that we dotted the I's, crossed the T's, and we made it there for them. So it's awesome.
Yeah, so true. And essentially what we're doing is we're just going through that purchase contract of like step by step, this is what needs to get done. There's a checklist for everything. And then you guys are making sure we're on time and on track to close on time. So super helpful. What's something you wish more people would be prepared for when they go into an accepted offer? Like, what are the documents you wish they had ready? Is there anything that you've seen like that's caused hiccups or anything?
So I work primarily with the agents, lenders, and escrow. So as far as if they have any like questions or anything, their realtor's there to definitely advise them on their experience, their knowledge. Same thing with the lender. I know that they have different type of checklists and things that they need. As far as like being a buyer, I know that whatever documentation the lender needs, normally it's kind of tedious, and it's better to just send everything you need to send them in the beginning, knock it out, because it can be time consuming. But once you get that done and squared away, I feel like everything else after that is pretty smooth.
Exactly. And I would also add to that too, like if you're employed by somebody, just giving them a heads up you're about to buy a house, so they need that information handy, because we don't want you going to the employer and it takes them 2 weeks to get your information or confirm something, you know, that just holds everybody up.
Yeah.
Having everyone on the same page helps.
And maybe possibly don't make any big purchases when you're almost close to closing.
Yeah,
no motorcycle, no. Yeah.
Okay, so anything, let's see, you just went through the home selling process yourself, and you actually were the seller in my first transaction, which was so awesome, and everyone tells me is literally the easiest transaction ever. So what would you say, any insight into how you learned about getting to close quickly and you want to share with people?
I feel like just making sure that, I mean, at the end of the day, both parties are wanting to reach the same goal. You know, the seller wants to sell, the buyers want to buy their dream home. I would say just making sure that you take care of each contingency or task that you need to take care of throughout the transaction, so that way you can knock it out. You know, basically, yeah, making sure that you complete whatever you need to complete within your contract timeline and get it done and taken care of. And it's awesome too when you work with awesome individuals on the other side that help make it smooth as possible, and it's awesome.
Yeah, just like over communicate everything, and it makes everybody so transparent, which is good. So what's kind of the future of Level Up TC? Where do you see it going?
So the future of Level Up TC, we definitely want to help as many agents as possible. I know that there's lots of people in 2020 right now making changes, making moves, switching companies, working mobile. And we're here to assist all the agents on all the islands. So a lot of people think that we just serve Oahu. We're serving Big Island, Maui. Our team and I, we've worked with 800 plus transactions, and we're familiar with basically anything that can happen in a transaction. We use all of the real estate platforms that are out there. We adapt to how our agent works, and we're here to help. We're here to assist all the agents level up their business, and we have a solid system that's proven. And if anybody's looking for a TC out there or doesn't want to handle all the tedious paperwork, because we know that there's a lot to do, especially when important documents come in and it starts the timeline, and you know, things can be crunch. And if agents are out and about showing their clients, working on other stuff, I know some agents don't like to do any type of paperwork, so that's what we're here for, is we're here to do all that for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And when we first started our transaction, the question came up is like, well, how involved do you want to be? There are certain agents who like to have hands on every document, you know, and other ones are just like, can you do this for me? You just like take it.
Yeah.
So there's literally different options of levels of service and also like budget wise. So it's great that you guys provide all those options. Okay. Okay, so kind of close up with, what's your favorite reason you love Hawaii real estate? Why do you think it's so awesome?
I would have to say because it's extremely fast paced. I don't know why, but when it's crazy busy and we're super slammed, I just get this rush where I'm just like, heck yeah, let's go. And I don't know how to explain it. It's real estate is crazy. I mean, there's so many things that can happen, but we're problem solvers. And we're there to make sure that, okay, hey, this came up, okay, what could we do? Let's do it. And it just feels really good being able to figure things out and be there for our agent, and have our agents actually trust us to know that, don't worry, we got it.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. Well, that was all of my questions. Mainly it's just to go over what a transaction coordinator does, how crucial they are and important to our team, and how it's enabled us to do so much more, so much faster, and just to be really successful. So we're so thankful that we work with you. Do you want to close with any final thoughts? Oh, you're frozen. Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's freezing a little bit.
We can edit that out.
There. Okay.
Any final thoughts you want to add?
Well, I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity and having this Zoom call with me. I think this is super awesome, and it's cool to be able to share with you and whoever else is going to see this awesome video and let them know what we do, because not a lot of people really know what a transaction coordinator does.
Exactly. Yeah, when I heard about it, I was like, what? There's such a thing? Yes, sign me up. It's so good. Okay, my dear. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, so I hope that was super educational and helpful for you. Kazzie and her Level Up team are truly awesome and a great team to work with to make getting through Escrow a breeze. For many other agents that do all the paperwork themselves, it might be easy to miss dates or documents with multiple transactions going on at the same time. When you hire a transaction coordinator, it makes everyone's lives easier, and we all sleep at night knowing that someone else is watching our timelines and our checkboxes, and just knowing that everything's getting done on time. So we have a really smooth process. So since Escrow contains so many items, I thought it would be helpful to share a nice checklist with you in this PDF below in the show notes. You can click it, download it. It's going to have literally everything itemized on what happens in Escrow, and it just kind of helps you be a little bit more patient with the process, because we know closings can take, 30, 60, 90 days sometimes, and so we get a little bit impatient in the process. But when you see all the ingredients that have to take place in order for closing to happen, this is just a great resource to kind of check back where you are in the process. So to close this up, I hope that helped. I hope if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. Let me know what else you want to know about Escrow. I know there's a bunch of funky terms in there, some new things you might have never heard of before or don't even know what they are. So definitely reach out if you want to know more, and I can connect you either with Kazzie or another loan officer to just break it down, because we're trying to make it simple. All right, so be sure to check out the other videos in this series about how to buy a home in Hawaii. We've gone through step by step up to this point, really holding your hand. And make sure you subscribe. I'd love to keep making content for you, and I really believe anyone can buy a home if you just have a plan. So I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.